Hey, what's going on everybody? Rob A here, and today we're taking a look at Transformers Power of the Prime's Beachcomber. Now this is part of the new Legends class, first wave of Power of the Primes from Transformers, and as you can see we got Beachcomber here in all of his blue and gray glory. So he's looking pretty cool in the package so far. Not much else to say about that. Obviously it's just packaging. You can see very nice illustration of Beachcomber up at the top, the Transformers logo on the side, and text that we're kind of familiar with at this point on the back. It shows hooked up with Micronus Prime, sold separately, just showing you the power swap gimmick and the fact that the Titan Masters, or Prime Masters as they're called now, can in fact fit inside the vehicles to drive them around. And now it says up here, Beachcomber Autobot Geologist uses his scanners to locate resources. Alright. So Beachcomber's always been kind of a peacenik, so it's pretty cool that they set him up as a geologist, and he's just kind of out there looking for energon sources and things like that, so that seems pretty cool, pretty fitting for our dear friend Comer here. So I'm going to go ahead and get this guy out of the package, and we're going to check him out in hand right now. Alright guys, here we have Beachcomber in vehicle mode, and as you can see, he rolls, although this wheel is a little wonky in the back here, likes to get caught up and not quite hit the ground, but I think that's just a clearance issue, maybe something that I messed up and not necessarily a fault of the toy. However, it's a very nice looking Beachcomber. Certainly gets the job done. Nice dark blue here, nice painted details in the back. You can see the head really tucked away in there. A little strange if there's this much like room between, you know, the gap and the little head that's hanging out in there, but not too bad at all. You can open this part up here and stick a Titan or Prime Master in there to drive this guy around. That's pretty neat. That is pretty neat. And yeah, it's just overall a pretty cool update to Beachcomber. I will say, the front end, and you know, once this whole thing unplugs, if you're going to put something in, it can get a little bit unstable. Just overall, just due to the way it transforms, it can be a little bit wonky. So you just got to make sure everything's plugged in nice and neat, and not flying and flopping around. So, but there you go. So transformation, super easy as usual for these sized guys. We're just going to go ahead and open this up again. Alright. We're going to go ahead and swing the legs down, thusly. Alright. Split them apart, and we're going to fold these bar bits up to become heel spurs, which I think is a pretty cool design element. And then we can bring this cage area back down. Actually, we're going to wait on that just a second. We're going to go ahead and pop the arms off to the side, and then we're going to collapse this whole section up and then put the cage down. And there we have Beachcomber, pretty much ready to go. And as you can see, he's a nice little solid looking robot. Maybe a little stocky even for Beachcomber, but you know, it's not bad at all. He's got some nice paint details, some nice tampoing on the chest there. Paint details on the waist and torso. He's got his head sculpt. He looks a bit sour for Beachcomber personally, but that's alright, not a big deal. His head does rotate. It's not on a ball joint. I think it's just on a rotation, which is fine, not a big deal. His arms are on ball joints at the shoulder and elbow, so you can get elbow swivel in there. He's got some big beefy fists to not punch people with. No waist articulation, unfortunately. He's got some very stumpy little legs that are ball jointed at the hips, and he's got a really nice super deep knee bend. Very cool. And he stands like a champion thanks to those heel spurs as well. Very, very nice. And again, just the you know, the aesthetic that works in his robot mode really, or works in his vehicle mode, really comes across as well in the robot mode, because you get you get all this nice detailing just behind his head, which you can't see from the front, but from the back it does look nice. Looks like he's got some like jetpacks or something on back there. He's got a little hole here Looks like a 2mm port or something like that, so you can attach things, I guess weapons, but, he's Beachcomber, so maybe not weapons. Either way, he does also come with a collector card, so let's take a quick look at that. I didn't take it out of the packaging. Ooh, I'm terrible. So here it is. You got a nice little image of Beachcomber on there. And then Prima Beachcomber, a valiant warrior for peace. I'm not sure exactly how to unpack that one personally, but he's a valiant warrior for peace. But yeah, overall, Beachcomber, really solid figure. Nice transformation. I like the collapsing torso bit. That's unusual for this size class, certainly. And it allows to still fit a Prime Master or a Titan Master in the wheel, in the cockpit, I guess, as it were, driver's seat of this character, without really compromising either mode. So I'm really, really pleased with that. So very, very cool. Very cool. So that's going to do it for this review, guys. I want to thank you so very much for watching, as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. God bless.